Hey everybody, this is Poppy Culture. Let's get poppin'. I am Jake.
I'm Katie.
And we are going to talk about things that aren't Star Wars movies, but they are Star Wars movies. We're going to talk about Rogue One and Solo, a Star Wars story.
The Star Wars universe.
And the TV show. So we're going to, this is not going to take very long.
No. we have a lot of thoughts.
We have thoughts, but we're not
going to take that long.
Because it would take too long. It would take too long.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start with, go ahead.
I was just going to say, I think we should start on a high note.
Okay.
Rogue One.
Oh, I thought you were going to hit a high note. Like sing.
No.
Dad joke. Yeah, it's a Poppy joke.
Rogue One. I think Rogue One is the best out of all of them.
Yes, Rogue One is it's a pretty good movie. There are...
K2SO is my favorite. I love him.
K2SO is a good character.
Mainly because his voice actor, Alan Tudyk, is one of my favorite actors of all time. He is fantastic. He also does the chicken, Hey Hey, in Moana. And he is in a show called Dollhouse, which I don't think anybody I've ever talked to, they don't know that show. But it's a fantastic show, and he's in it, and it's amazing.
What other show is he in by those same producers? Firefly.
I've never watched it.
I'm going to go get the DVD box set right now, and you're going to watch the whole thing. I can't believe I've never had you watch that show.
You made me watch the first episode.
Firefly incoming. And she's even going to watch the Serenity movie when that's done. Because they carried it on in a movie.
Okay. I know that Nathan Fillion is in it, right?
I am the worst Poppy ever. Yes. Good night.
I've seen the first episode. You made me watch the first episode.
Well, we're going to watch the series. We're going to do that.
Okay.
Okay. So,
anyways, Alan Tudyk is amazing.
Alan Tudyk is great. So, Rogue One is pretty good. I like the direction that they were going to go with Rogue One, maybe a little more than what they actually went.
I will agree with that.
There's a channel called Retro Blasting, and the host of the show, Michael, goes through and compares all the trailers and commercials and the footage that wasn't in the actual movie. And if you get a minute, look up Retro Blasting if you're into that kind of thing. It's not a short video, but it's really good, where he says, here's what the story might have been based on the footage that was in it. It's a really cool video. So check that out. Check out Retro Blasting and his video on Rogue One. I think it could have been better, but I think for what it was really good.
And for the lineup that we have,
yes,
it's
great. Oh, it's by far the best. Okay, then moving on to the next one, which was Solo, a Star Wars story. Katie hates this movie.
I had choice words for it off camera.
Yes, she did. And I don't think it's terrible, but it's not Han Solo.
I also just want to point out that I think I would have loved it more had the actor I wanted to play Han Solo was the one that played him.
But Harrison Ford was too old. Who did you want to play him?
The guy that played him in Age of Adeline.
Oh, Anthony Ingruber.
Yes.
Yes.
I love that guy. He does a fantastic Han Solo.
He should have been young Han Solo.
I think the guy that did it, he's great. He's a great actor.
He's a great actor, but he wasn't Han Solo.
He wasn't Han Solo. Respectfully,
right.
I'm happy he got to play a childhood character.
Right.
I'm sure he loved playing. But I think it should have been whatever that guy's name is.
Anthony Ingruber.
Anthony.
Still on YouTube, he posted.
So good.
He mainly did like Han Solo or Harrison Ford, excuse me, imitations, and he looks like a young Harrison Ford. Absolutely stunning. He played Harrison Ford's younger version of himself in the movie Age of Adeline with Blake Lively. Did an incredible job.
So good.
So I don't know if they just wanted a better known actor. I don't know if it's that he hadn't done a feature before.
He got Age of Adeline after Han Solo, I believe. I could be wrong.
No, you're correct.
Okay, I thought so.
You're correct.
I think the Age of Adeline casting directors were probably like, you know what we
Why
could
didn't you get that guy? Yeah, so Han Solo, another missed opportunity. I don't think they should have done young Han Solo at all. I don't think you need to go back and do prequel stuff. I think they need to do stuff looking forward.
It did so well for them the first time.
Right. And then the last movie that just came out. I mean, you also had the Clone Wars that came out before those.
Yes.
Came out before the sequels. Where they released the first couple of episodes from the TV show as a movie. That was awful.
I've never seen that.
No, but I think we're gonna watch that as soon as we're done filming here. But then we had Mandalorian Grogu that just came out a couple weeks ago.
Which I liked. I did like it.
I liked
I'm
it.
a huge Grogu fan.
Right.
Huge. I love him. I practically have a shrine to him in my room. There's a whole shelf on one of my bookshelves full of him. I have the Mickey ears, like for Disney World, of like his ears. I have way too many Grogu things for an adult person. That's besides the point, though.
Is that the game we're playing? Well, then maybe we won't do a Jake office tour.
No, I just mean like, I don't know. I just have a lot. I have like 3 plushies, I think. I had 10 t-shirts. I got rid of half of them because I wasn't wearing them and they were kind of like breaking. And I have a whole shelf dedicated to them. Like, it's a lot. There's also a thing in my car, like, I don't know if anybody's ever seen them, but they're those wrist things that you could get at Target that were like those mystery things. I specifically went because I knew there was a Grogu one, and I peeked into the box because there's like little holes, and I made sure it was Grogu before I bought the box.
You did buy it though.
I did buy it.
Okay.
Yes.
That's okay.
There's like little holes in it. I was cheating.
It's not. No, there's no cheating. It's not a real mystery.
I guess
it's
that's
just
true.
a box.
I guess that's true. Anyways, I love Grogu, and I think it was a good movie, but it felt like the TV show.
It felt
too
like the
much
TV show.
for me to be like.
Right.
Like, if I didn't have the Regal Unlimited, I would have been like, this was a waste of my money. I have a Disney Plus subscription.
Yeah, and that might segue us into the other stuff, into the shows and things. I think Mandalorian season 1 and 2 were the best
So good.
that they had anything of what they put on television. I'm of course feeling the nostalgia for that last episode of season 2 where Luke Skywalker comes in.
Yes.
I thought that was amazing. I was cheering. It was great to
So
see
good.
Luke in action again after all these years. Yes, the face was Uncanny Valley at the end. They should have just hired Sebastian Stan, dyed his hair blonde, and had him do it. I agree with that 1,000%. But yeah, I think the Mandalorian season 1 and 2 were good. I thought the first season of Andor was way too slow.
Yeah, I didn't watch
It had good ideas, and I liked the longer that it's gone that I didn't watch Andor. I appreciate how it felt like distinct sections building to something, but they couldn't necessarily build to it correctly in the first season. And I think the second season was very well done. I think the downside of season 2 of Andor that I don't think you've watched, in my opinion, is that the stuff with the Empire was really good, but the stuff with Andor, the title character, was not nearly as compelling as what was going on with the Empire characters. Now, the stuff with the Empire characters, when Krennic comes in at the end, and that whole thing was brilliantly done. So I appreciate Andor, but it was a little bit slow for me. I liked it, but it was a little slow. But then I thought the Obi-Wan series was garbage. I thought the fact that he saw Leia when she was little, and then the running through the woods. And now,
I will say,
the first episode or so, when Obi-Wan hears about Anakin being alive, and Ewan McGregor's acting in that scene was
so good.
fantastic. But the rest of the series let him down. It was just not good. The whole, like, Mark's brothers hiding somebody under the jacket to try to escape, that was terrible. Who thought that was okay? That's not okay. That was terrible. That was terrible. So, and of course, the whole Luke Skywalker got knocked out, so he didn't see the Jedi back then. Like, it was all so contrived. I didn't like the Obi-Wan series.
I want to touch on it for a minute, though, because I did have distaste for it. I don't think it was the best that they've done. But to see Obi-Wan and Anakin together again, I loved it.
And you
Like,
didn't
I
even watch
loved
the
it.
Clone Wars. See,
No.
one of the reasons people really liked that and really liked the scenes with Anakin and Ahsoka, which actually I think came out before Obi-Wan, was because of how they had gotten to know those two through the
Right.
Clone Wars. So,
And I've seen enough to know all of that. I just haven't actually watched the film or the show, I guess. But I love Anakin and Obi-Wan. I love their like bond and friendship, and I literally have a scene where my friend and I recreated the.
you need to post that.
I'm not posting
You
it.
need to post that. It was really good.
But we recreated that scene in Revenge of the Sith. Everyone knows the one that I'm talking about. But I guess no, because it's right before that. We did the scene before.
Right.
Okay, so I was thinking like, oh, everyone knows the scene because it's the scene right before the I have the high ground. It's the scene where he's like, you have allegiance to the Republic. It's to democracy. Whatever that part is. This would make more sense if I could remember the exact
She did it
scene.
better in the skit that they did. It was really good. I was a very proud dad. They had the lightsabers.
My friend dressed up as Anakin and she like did the scar on her face.
Yeah,
and,
it was
like,
good.
It was, and she did I think we both did the Jedi braids, even though we know that they didn't have their Jedi braids at that time.
It was still good. It was good.
Yeah, it was so much fun too.
Stop now, come back. I love you.
Liar! You're with him! You brought him here to kill me!
No.
Let her go, Anakin! You turned her against me!
You have done that yourself.
You will not take her from me!
Your anger and your lust for power have already done that. You have allowed this Dark Lord to twist your mind till now you have become the very thing you swore to destroy.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the lies of the Jedi. I do not fear the dark side as you do. I have brought peace, freedom, justice, and security to my new empire.
Your new empire?
Don't make me kill you.
Anakin, my allegiance is to the Republic, to democracy!
If you're not with me, then you're my enemy.
Only a Sith deals.
But as far as the show, you didn't like the show.
The show as a whole I did not like. But I did love to see Anakin and Obi-Wan together, and I love Obi-Wan Kenobi. Like, I love him, and I love Ewan McGregor so much. So
he did great.
I was very excited to see all that. I do agree, it makes no sense. Their story, I understand what they wanted to do, and then they were trying to be like, oh, look, it's Leia. But it's like, no.
The reason they did that is because originally the story that they had made for the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie was Obi-Wan protecting Luke when he was little.
Which would have been so cool.
But they did that in The Mandalorian with him watching over Grogu Baby Yoda. So they couldn't do that again.
Yeah.
So they had to somehow work it not being a little male child. It had to be a little female. And who better than Leia? But it didn't make sense with the future. And then him fighting Darth Vader again. And the first moment I heard about that, I thought, when I left you, I was but a learner. Now I am the master. Does not say that they met again after he had become Darth Vader.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that. Okay, so then Ahsoka.
I don't remember it.
Yeah, no, well, because you probably slept through it because it was pretty slow and pretty boring. And it felt like every episode was kind of running in sand. Now, I liked later, spoilers, when Ezra showed up from Rebels. I thought that was good. I didn't think that Sabine should have been stabbed through the chest like Qui-Gon or through the gut and made it. That doesn't make any sense.
But I will say, I think what also makes me not really care for that is I haven't seen Clone Wars and I haven't seen anything to do with Rebels.
Right.
So the people that were showing up, I was like, okay. Like I didn't.
Yeah, you didn't know who Sabine was. You didn't know who Hera was. All that. It was like, and I appreciated those. And I'm curious to see what the like a Balin, the dark, the gray Jedi. I'm curious to see where that goes and how they handle that. I hope there's more that happens in the second season. I'm curious. I'll watch it. I'm a Star Wars fan. I'll watch it. I hope it's better than the first season. Then Skeleton Crew.
I think we watched
We did.
a couple episodes together and then you went ahead without me.
You didn't want to finish watching.
So I have nothing really much to say about that.
I thought Skeleton Crew was pretty good for what it was. I thought it was interesting. I thought what it was like a show for kids. And I thought that they did a pretty good job. And it really had a vibe to me after I watched the whole series. It felt almost more like a Doctor Who couple of episodes than it did in the Star Wars universe until lightsabers came out and that kind of thing. But it was fine. It was fine. It wasn't garbage.
No.
It was, in
they
my
had
opinion.
worse TV shows.
Oh gosh, I thought Obi-Wan was so much worse than Skeleton Crew. So much worse. So yeah, so I think that because you haven't watched Clone Wars or Rebels like you said, so we
Yeah.
need to get on that and have you watch those. Rebels, I bought the first episode or two of Rebels when they came out and I hated it. I hated it. And then after a year or so I heard online, hey, you got to get past, when they're making Ezra just this sarcastic, whiny kid, and ended up, I really liked the show. I really ended up liking the whole arc, except the Thrawn stuff. I thought they kind of wasted Thrawn, but we're not going to get into book characters and stuff like that. I don't want to go off on that tangent, but as far as the shows go, yeah, I still think that the first season or first 2 seasons of Mando were the best. And then I
Agreed.
really liked the second season of Andor mostly, and then some of the first season of Andor. But it just, what it feels like to me is that they're looking for ways to make it go for more episodes. And so there's not as much going on.
Yeah.
Somebody that I watch, I'd give them credit if I could remember who said it, said that Disney doesn't know how to do TV shows. They don't know how to make
Star
TV shows.
Wars.
Disney Star Wars
Yeah.
TV shows. Or even Marvel shows. The Marvel shows, which we're not going to get into,
Not this time, but we will.
have all been bad. So,
Well, not all of them. We won't get into it, but then not all of them.
okay, we'll get into that later. But, so that's how we feel about the Star Wars ancillary stuff that she has seen, that I've seen. So if you agree with us, fine. If you think we're wrong, please let us know down below. Subscribe, keep up with it, because we're going to go through and watch the other stuff. We're going to do some more rankings, and watch the shorts as well. Like I just filmed one a minute ago where we had to stop filming because somebody had to go make sourdough real quick because she's really into that. So that's going to be on the shorts, so watch for that. But thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate it. Please come back and we'll see you next time.
Bye.